Hello?
I am here, but I'm not hearing the other person. Good evening, neighbor and Caroline and the guests.
Good evening, sir. What's on your mind?
Very, very interesting conversation, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Anybody who expects any transformation, radical or otherwise, from the PNP is living in a dream world. This Mark Golden-led PNP is the worst version of the PNP that I have seen. And I knew of Michael Mann in the 1970s and all the others after him. And this version of the PNP led by Mark Golden is by far the worst. Mark Golden and this PNP is about raw politics, nothing else. I think that they are an affront to the vision and the mission of the government and the people of Jamaica. Because the people have captured the mission and the vision, you know. And the PNP has not aligned itself with that mission and that vision. You know, with the prospect of the discovery of the black gold, oil on our shores, it would be extremely dangerous for the PNP to get back to Jamaica House anytime in the foreseeable future. Extremely dangerous based upon their past. I have been around long enough, watching closely the two-party system. And this is for the better part of 50 years. This is for the better part of 50 years. I don't know what the PNP was thinking in 2020 when Mark Golden was propelled to the leadership of the PNP. I don't know what they were thinking. And I at this time, I am not seeing clearly a succession plan. I am not seeing that. You know, a new leader cannot always ignite a little fire here and there. But I am not seeing anyone emerging to take over the PNP and to provide that type of leadership that you have just articulated.
Okay. Well, it's beyond leadership here, because here is where democracy becomes that which is to be driven by people. Because the people it is, sir, that must evaluate the parties and decide which of them delivers in their interests, which of the parties are capable based on history, present moment, leadership capacity, credibility, competence, all of that, and make that choice.
Absolutely.
No, my argument is that the democracy may be weak because the people have made bad choices in the past.
I agree.
And I am suggesting that where we are now as a society, that I am disappointed with our progress. I think that at 63 years old, we could have been further ahead. Okay?
Going 64 years.
Yes, sir. And when you look at Singapore and where Singapore is today, having gotten independence in 1965, ethnic challenges, no natural resources. There were poorly managed at that time. Most of their people were living in slums, undereducated and uneducated. Look at them today. To the point where
the emergence of Lee Kuan Yew.
Yes, America would not invade Singapore because Singapore has developed what is called the poison shrimp. You don't mess with them because they are an economic powerhouse. Jamaica is no economic powerhouse, sir. Why? We have natural resources. And you know what Lee Kuan Yew decided, sir? That because he never had bauxite nor any liquid gold, he never had rivers. They got most of their water from Malaysia. He said that his people were his greatest asset. The people of Singapore, sir, were the greatest asset. Look at Jamaica, sir, right? Look how undereducated our people are. You know, and you know what irks me from time to time? That there are some in this society that blame wholeness. It's not wholeness fault, sir. Wholeness was not even born in 1962.
10 years after.
When we got independence. Wholeness was born in 1970s.
72.
By the time Wholeness was born, right? When Wholeness was born, we were going through we had just come through independence in 1960. And we're into the dark ages of the 1970s. Wholeness is a young man. He's not responsible for where Jamaica is today, sir. Okay?
But neighbor, you said it in your opening remarks, you know. You said that we making 2 steps forward and 2 steps backward, and we won't get anywhere doing that.
And I'm saying further, sir, that the 2-party system can remain as long as they want to remain.
Yes.
The people of Jamaica need to decide.
We have to decide collectively.
Yeah, we have to decide.
Yes.
And I am saying to you, the people of Jamaica need to look carefully at whether or not we are going to take our country forward or backwards. Because the evidence is there. Modern Jamaica have the evidence, you know, sir. It's not something that we need to go and think about. We have seen both of these political parties at the wicket.
Right.
Right? And one of them not make no runs. So why you going to send a man there that now make no runs all the time to go back? You think that all of a sudden he's going to make runs?
No.
It is the people of Jamaica, sir, that must preserve their country for the future generation. And my generation, the generation before me, did not do well.
Not at all.
I don't know what happened to them, sir. Because in 1989, just after the structural arrangements,
Yeah.
I mean, there were some deeper issues there too. Okay, just after the structural arrangements, the Jamaican people put back the PNP, and I tell you something. When you look at the last election, there are reasons to be concerned, you know, sir.
Absolutely.
Because the PNP went into that election with 14 seats and came out with 28. Mark Golden is down the parliament talking about them solid as a rock. Solid as a rock.
I have a different view with that.
People of Jamaica.
I have a different view with that.
Well, whatever the view you hold, the fact of the matter is that, sir, the PNP won 14 seats.
Which they
and got
shouldn't really have won.
400
Which they shouldn't really have won.
The point I'm making is that the people of Jamaica did that.
Well, they didn't win them on merit.
Well,
they did not win them on merit.
Hold on for me, protecting. Impact. Good evening to you.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this very quickly. I heard when you said that leadership is not the only thing affecting the PNP. And I dare to differ. In fact, leadership is the underlying issue affecting the PNP, because from leadership comes the right strategy. And the right strategy I'm holding dear to my chest. I'm not gonna ever say this unless me I call somebody one away and tell them what the strategy is for the PNP to turn themselves around. There actually is something. There is something. The good thing is that Brogard found it. first. And I dare tell you that there are no middle grounds. The next election is either going to be the easiest of the previous one or the hardest of the previous one. There are no middle grounds. And that comes down to that one thing that I am holding dear to my chest. I figured it out. What time is it? 8:56, April 2026. I remember the last week of December 25, I was on this same program and I was talking to neighbor, and I told neighbor that we would live to see the PNP self-sabotage. Did I not say that?
Yes. Yes.
Did I not on the same program said these are political riffraff? Did I not say that?
Yes. Yes.
I said it here first. Yes? So there's actually something. The problem with the PNP's leadership. No cap. So September of this year will be...
Hold on, sir. Don't you think that the people of Jamaica are part of the challenge, sir?
Not necessarily, you know, because it's politics. It's politics. It comes down to who politic better. I'm not saying that. Let me just clarify. I'm not talking about dirty politics, or I'm talking about the politics where people tell lie and rant. No. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to policies that benefits people, policies that build a country. That's the politic I'm talking about. So understanding that we're talking about politics, it is the better politician that will better able to gain the trust and support of the people, being the constituents.
Okay. Why did you say that the next election will be
is either going to be the hardest?
Because from I am hearing about the next election being the most consequential. Why do you say that the next election is going to be so consequential to Jamaica? What about it?
All right, mark my words again. Surprisingly, every time I come with those breaking terminologies, it's always a neighbor. Mark my words again.
Well,
while you say that over the years you've been hearing it, this year is different. It's history for the JLP and can be history for the country in general. The PNP, the nature of the PNP is to do away with their leader after they have lost. We saw that with Portia Simsimila, Peter Phillips, and we're yet to see it with Mark Golding. So when I say to you that it's going to be different, more so I'm referring to the fact that if we keep the same leader, Mark Golding, it's the easiest election.
Yes.
That's it, point blank. If anybody don't know, say if you keep Mark Golding as the leader of the PNP, an easiest election for the JLP, point blank. They know that. They know that.
You think Golding?
No. The question is, do you
totally lost any electoral viability, sir?
You look at the 14 seats that they have won, coming off the back of a campaign of lies. So what happened? Clearly the base of the PNP has been fully energized. And with a fully energized PNP, then just the other day could only amass 14 seats. going up against the labor rights in 2030 with your fully energized and depleting base, you can't win. That's Mark Golden ultimatum. Now, there's a difference if you change leader. And I will tell you, without even saying too much, Isaac Buchanan, Rasta, as in Damian Crawford, you move Mark and you don't select either of the two, pints bag again.
Hold on, which ISAT you talking about?
You better believe ISAT is no walk over your ear.
No, hold on. You mean Isaac Buchanan, who is on live without shirt to become leader of the PNP, sir?
Best believe it.
Come on, man.
If you are here...
No, you're getting into... Huh?
No. You have to stay with the politics. Stay with the politics.
Hold on.
The politics... Stay with the politics. Come. Let us not get emotional.
I saw Isaac on TikTok today saying that $80 million to he said something, somebody asked him about how much to retain him. He said $80 million because other people upon murder charge and all of that. I don't even want to repeat it here, sir. But
neighbor, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
How old am I, sir?
All right. What I'm trying to say here, your group, your group will not be the dominant group going into the polls 2030. You have to stay with the politics. So while you might see that as an issue, those that really tick the needle come 2030 might not be seeing those issues that you're now raising as actual issues. Stay with the politics.
Sir, but it doesn't matter how we want to stay with the politics. If the PNP is thinking about Isaac Buchanan, I'm not staying in this country. Then listen to me. We're joking about the politics.
Viably so.
Joking about it. You're not in Jamaica, sir.
Isaac is no walkover. I'm just saying that.
Walkover.
The next person is Damian, and I said Damian because
let me tell you. Go ahead.
Neighbor, again.
1 second, please. Sorry about that. Impact, I had to mute you. Neighbor, you're echoing. Could you please address that?
I'm echoing in his background. Am I echoing now that his mic is off? Because I'm hearing back myself. I think he's listening to me on a speaker.
Oh, okay.
It's Impact.
Yes.
Right.
Go ahead, Impact. Impact, please unmute.
Yes. So, are you getting that feedback still?
It's a little better. Yeah.
Okay. So, I am not ruled. I've been saying this. Like, there were actually 3 of them coming into the party that, because I know Mark cannot win. I know this, and they know this too. The electorate knows this. And by the electorate, I mean the people of Jamaica know Mark can't win. Period. So then I began to look at viable replacement.
Alternatives.
Yes. And I thought about Damian Crawford, Isaac Buchanan, and Dr. Dawes. And that was immediately after the election. And people have said, boy, I'm saying 5 years. Give them 5 years. That's all you got to do. Now, we know a day in politics. It's not the same 24 hour. So let us not get ahead of ourselves because maybe Isaac might not look like the part. No. We still have some time to go. I'm talking about the track record of the ability to get results. You can't downplay that. What makes you alive and stay alive in politics is results. So, me not rule him out. He could have any marina till God come and rule him out. But let us not sleep on Damian Crawford, especially now. You know, hear him attack. And you hear people are call for him. Now, should Damien become leader of the PNP, we now have something interesting going into 2030. Two popular personalities. It now comes down to the better tactician.
Who are the two popular personalities?
Brogard and Damien.
Damien is popular, sir?
Eh? What?
Damien is popular?
There's nobody among the people, the People's National Party more popular than Damien Crawford.
No, sir.
Nobody.
What are you talking about? Popular? What do you mean popular?
Nobody not there over the PNP neighbor. Nobody at all. We can get the attention of the Jamaican people better than Damien Crawford. Nobody.
Oh my goodness. I don't agree with that at all, sir.
So
I think Damien's ability to mobilize
what?
The country. What?
No.
I don't know.
While that might be true, mobilizing the country, we have to see.
Yes.
But among
as a national leader, sir, I don't think Crawford.
Good. But before
I don't think Crawford has it.
But before we get there, we have to get to the part where he galvanized the party.
But hold on there, Impact. Hold on. I don't like this argument about popularity neither, you know. I don't like it.
You don't go anywhere in politics without it. If you're the least popular candidate,
I don't like it.
That's true, but the reality of politics, if you're not popular,
I think we diminish the discussion when we start to focus on popularity. I mean, Portia was popular. What did she offer to Jamaica? What did popularity do to us? Michael was popular.
Neighbor, what are we talking about? We're talking about replacements of, because I am piggybacking on a point that you say leadership of the PNP is not really the problem. And I'm telling you, my argument against that is that leadership is indeed the issue affecting the PNP. And one of the main reasons why their current leader is where he is because he's the least, one thing is also he's the least popular candidate against Brogard. What may have caused that is a different argument.
No.
Me tell you already.
Why do you say, what the matrix you use to measure that? You have what information about a poll they have done?
What poll? About what?
You said he's the least popular against Brogard. Who are the other candidates?
Okay.
Then tell us the man.
You without any, you have the done on this poll and you have the blue dot poll during the election, didn't we?
Oh, you don't have anything after the election? I'm not so sure what happened to him.
For what is obvious, Brogard was more popular than Marky G.
Say Andrew Holness. Say Andrew Holness.
Dr. Andrew Holness was more popular than Marky G. There's no question about that. And I'm saying to you that if you are the least popular candidate, how far are you going to go in politics? Really? All right. Let us look at a seat that the PNP won. We're looking at Isaac Buchanan. Let's go back to Isaac Buchanan and Anne-Marie Vaz.
Where are you getting these things from, though? Hold on, Impact. I know you as a reasoned man. Where you getting these things coming here about Isaac Buchanan and them and Crawford popular?
It is okay.
What's happened to you?
It is okay to disagree, but one of the thing is that you cannot entirely rubbish my argument. Isaac is a results person. He's usually the dark horse, but one of the thing he gets the results. That is obvious.
Yes, I'm not speaking about. I'm not talking about.
Good. So that is why I'm
saying about national leadership, sir.
But before you get to
leadership,
were you all right when Andrew Holness became leader of the party? there were other viable candidates from the face value that you could say were better candidates than Mr. Holness. Christopher Tufton was there. Head Bartlett was there. Manayard in I'm Prime. They were in the public's view better candidate at the time. But they gave
No, sir.
let us be honest, no neighbor man.
Okay,
Let us be honest.
No, man, but I'm telling you because I was around at that time. And I know that based on Holness's performance as Minister of Education, he was a very popular Minister of Education. As a matter of fact, when Holness became leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, the euphoria around Jamaica was something else, sir. Was something else.
I'm not going to discredit that because I also spoke about when the shift I felt in the classroom as a student when Andrew Holness became Minister of Education.
Of Education.
But yes, I spoke about that. And I'm not downplaying that. But I'm saying you logically cannot sit here at 9/12 on April 2026 and say you don't see how Isaac Buchanan can galvanize this country, because one of the things
I don't see that.
And that's okay.
I cannot see that.
And that's okay. That's your view. But
I will be very disappointed.
I'm speaking.
Look at the man's behavior.
I am speaking. I'm talking about, but we can't downplay his results. We cannot.
What results?
So there's a case. This big case with, all right, Isaac Buchanan really came to the forefront when he won the case with Vibes Cartel. That is when I started to look at Isaac Buchanan and taking him, well, Deborah Dade. We not seen not much yet, but Deborah Dade. Then he won a seat in East Portland. However you want to say he won it, he won that seat. And now we're seeing him in, has a case with Javian whatsoever. So here he is back again at the forefront, doing what he does best. And I'm saying if
him gone,
not a candidate over the PNP, if he continues to get the results that we are going to continue to turn our eyes on. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know, sir. I don't know about that. I mean, you are saying to me that all you need to do, is to be a good lawyer, and then all of a sudden you can become a national leader. I don't know that argument to be.
I'm not saying that he's going to beat Brogard, you know. I'm not saying he's going to beat Brogard.
No, I'm not speaking about. I'm not even talking about.
I'm saying becoming leader of the PNP. Remember, that is what we were talking about. Leader of the PNP. Mark cannot go any further. So now we have to look at viable replacements. And I am positing that Isaac Buchanan or Damian Crawford, as we speak right now. Right. If you choose somebody outside of that, again PNP, you in a problem because you miss Lisa.